Hi guys, welcome back to the Bizeconhorizons. Long time no see, right? So in this video, we're going to quick through some basic economic concepts based on AP curriculum concepts. Firstly, we'll talk about what is economics. Economics is a social science concerned with the efficient use of limited resources to achieve maximum satisfaction of economic wants. And it's also a study of scarcity and choices. We can simply use Chinese to define that is 最大化的利用有限的资源. Secondly, we goes to resources. Resources, and we can also call them the factors of production. A resources is anything that can be used to produce something else. Most resources have a competing use. There are four categories of resources. Firstly is land, which means the natural resources. Labor is the human resources, defined by the efforts workers devote to a task. And the third one is capital, is manufactured resources that is used to produce. And the final one is the entrepreneurship, is that the efforts made by entrepreneurs to combine against the other factors to create. So based on resources that we've talked before, now we're going to talk about the scarcity. Scarcity is that all resources are limited, which finite, at a given point in time. So the scarce resources is not available to satisfy all society wants. And economic goods refers to the use of scarcity resources to produce items. Third one is free resources, which refers to the available to satisfy all society wants. And the final one is free goods. We can use free resources to produce them. Next is opportunity cost, because we've just mentioned that the scarcity, so the opportunity cost is the value of the most best alternative that must be given up in order to obtain something else. And next one is some fundamental economic question. The fundamental economic question, we should be different from the three economic questions. The fundamental economic question, there only one sentence, is that how to satisfy unlimited human wants and needs with limited resources. Then is the three economic questions. It's for what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. This is that in all economics that people should consider about. Next is the economic methodology. Since we've just mentioned that's the definition of economic is a social science. So when we think about social science, what methodology that we should use when we doing some research about economics? The direct answer is models. So we use models to analyze or to do some research about economics. So for the economics, we can divide it into two categories. First, it stands for the individual market, and another one, it stands for a group of economy. So for the individual market, it's called microeconomics. For a group of economy, which is macroeconomics. So those are very two huge categories of economic. So we just need to find the differences between the micro and the macro. That's okay. And finally, we come to the positive and normative statements. For the positive economics, which stands for the 实证经济学, is based on significant method, facts, or actual evidence, like 现象, truth, fact, and it's testable, and we can always say that there's some was or is in the sentence when described in the positive economics. And the second one is a normative economics, which is a 规范经济学, which is based on opinions or values judgment, and which cannot be proven. They always have some adjective during description and contain a lot of opinion, judgment, and subjective, and there always some ought to or should can appear in the sentences when it is a normative economics statement. And finally is the factors of production. We've just mentioned that the four type of resources that we can use to produce. These are the factors to production, which is available resources to be used in the production of goods and services. Firstly is capital, which is the physical capital made by human, and they can get rewards for the interest. Secondly is the land. It's the natural resources and they can get reward as rent. So for the land, it's can be influenced by climate change. And the third one is labor, which stands for the human resources, and it's also connected with the quality of an item, and they can get reward is their wage. So this is the end of today's class about the basic economic concept. So if you like our classes or our shares, please subscribe our channel. We'll come back to Bizeconhorizons. See you next time. Bye bye.